at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Markakis. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, have run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Here's the first pitch to him. A curveball that catches the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And he struck him out.
Batting third, center fielder number 11.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ender Inciarte. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Braves are set down. Aaron Blair is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson brings it in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Up next will be Nick Williams. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Scott Kingery. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up the middle and he's able to knock it down. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. We are still scoreless. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Williams is under it. 1 away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And I want to tell you, when looking over the statistics on this starting pitcher right here, one thing that jumps off the page at you is the fact that he leads the National League in strikeouts. And that's all well and good. What you need to focus on is the fact that sometimes you can fall into a lull on the defensive side if you know your guys punching guys out left and right. They're going to have to stay on their toes, stay engaged in this one, and make sure nothing gets by.
In there, strike 1. And he got him.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. As a look, now the pitch. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
First pitch on its way.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hoskins, the runner at second with 1 away. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit in the air out to left field. Adams has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting seventh, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
That's a ball.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Got him. The next to bat for Atlanta, Charlie Culberson, who's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. In the air, out to right. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So coming to the plate, Aaron Blair. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center, and that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So next to the plate for the Phils, J.P. Crawford, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
J.P. Crawford.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late that time for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Ready for another chance? Odubel Herrera, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Line to the right side. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Here it comes on 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Cabrera gets to it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Hit to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Everything looked routine until the throw. He just rocketed that thing directly over the first baseman's head. I mean, he's a pretty good athlete, but he had absolutely no chance to come down with that one.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. Inciarte leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. The 1-2. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 1-2. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Back up the middle. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. First time up, he went down looking. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lined hard toward right center. Oh, he flubbed it. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I could think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
In now, Lane Adams. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now batting, third baseman, Johan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Johan Camargo. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Bounce to first. Gloved by Santana. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Atlanta leads it 1-0. Up next will be Nick Williams. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Right fielder, Nick Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To short, hit hard. Swanson scoops it up, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Kingery. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. Camargo brings it in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese Hoskins.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Reese Hoskins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in 3rd place in that department. So now Carlos Santana hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. pause. Now the pitch. Fouled off.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoskins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lifted the other way to left center. Swanson is calling for it. And that's the third out. Phillies strand one. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in once again, Charlie Culberson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Standing in now, Aaron Blair. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Here's a strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Herrera's there. 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Back to the top of the order now. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The 1-2. To third. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Asdrubal Cabrera so far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
First offering on its way. Line drive to left. Adams is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready for another shot now. Dansby Swanson 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That ball's foul.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Ready once again, Ender Inciarte. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. A ball and no strikes.
Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher Tyler Flowers.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Flowers. He singled his last time up. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on it.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The right fielder, number 5.
Digging in once again, Nick Williams. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Stepping in for the Braves, Lane Adams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Skied down the left field line. Hoskins is in pursuit. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Striding in once again, Scott Kingery. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. Popped him up. Culberson is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese Hoskins.
Digging in and looking for more, Reese Hoskins. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So now Carlos Santana. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They still trail 1-0. Digging in once again, Charlie Culberson. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out, and there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
2-2. hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Ready once again as Drupal Cabrera. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Ready for another shot now. Jorge Alfaro. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch coming. Here it is. Shot back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the windup all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Devo, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Dansby Swanson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Dansby Swanson is retired to kick off the ninth.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Ender Inciarte as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's popped up. In there, the base hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. No balls and 1 strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pause, now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Inciarte, the runner at second with 1 away. Bounce towards the second baseman. Kingery scoops it up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Ozzie Albies. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Morgan, 28 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Braves held. Cesar Hernandez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Saison Hernandez.
On the ground, softly towards second. Albies brings it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Odubel Herrera. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Inciarte's there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the 1st inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance.